Now that we're on the road, I'd like to salute Jeff Hilfiker, one of our regular drivers for the Fancy Bus Tour. Thank you, Jeff. For our very first, yes, thank you, Jeff. For our very first stop, we're heading over the river to see one of our very first can centers. Back in 2004, West Salem Foursquare adopted the toughest area on the west side, the Edgewater District. They launched a program over at Walker Middle School called the Dream Center, and they began serving the kids and families there. Now remember the name, it's the Edgewater District. Please do not call it the Flats. There's a renaissance underway, and the news is spreading far and wide. And you know what? It all started with Dream Center volunteers going door to door to ask, what can our church do to help? At first it was food, clothing, and fix-up projects, but what the neighbors really wanted was a safe place for kids and medical services. So to meet the request for medical care, the church created a makeshift clinic in the Walker Gymnasium. They recruited doctors and nurses from dozens of churches to serve 80 patients twice a month. Health screening, baby exams, diabetes care, medicine, all delivered by caring volunteers in a temporary pipe and drape clinic. Now, we'll hear more about the clinic at our next stop. To meet the request for a safe place, Herm Bose was on the team that launched a Saturday Kids Club at Walker. He and the Dream Center volunteers provided board games, sports activities, healthy meals, and, most importantly, positive relationships to help kids do well in school and life. With financial support from SLF, Craig Oviatt was hired as the director of the Dream Center to run existing programs and build capacity for even more. Now, Craig dreams big, and I'm talking really big. So we're going to ask our new West Salem lightning rod, Dwayne Hilty, to jump off the bus and see how this partnership is going.
Hey, Craig.
Hey, buddy.
It's great to see you, my friend.
You too.
Hey, we're getting some rich history of Dream Center on this bus tour, and I want to know what's new.
Well, there's a lot new, but I'd say the newest thing is this house, Nuestra Casa.
Wow.
Hi, guys.
Hey, babe.
Hey, good to see you, Renee.
You too.
Nuestra Casa. I know what this is, but for everybody on the bus tour, what does it mean?
Well, it means our house. This is a community learning center. The two of us have had this passion to help children rise out of poverty. And so 8 years ago, we had this dream to start this learning center where kids could come after school and they could have a safe, quiet place to get help with their education. We also have an amazing community garden in the back, and we've just begun. A lot more is going to happen here.
That sounds amazing. This neighborhood is very unique. Can you tell me why do you think it's so important that this house is here and what you guys are doing for the neighborhood?
Well, the majority of our families, the parents didn't have a higher education. When I say that, I'm talking they didn't either go to or graduate from high school. So although they're great people, hardworking families, they don't have the ability to help their kids with their education. So after school, great volunteers like Christy and others come here and they fill the gap and help those kids with their homework.
You guys are doing amazing work. Okay, here's a question though. What is an outcome of all the work that you guys do?
You want an outcome? Let's take it back to where we began in 2004.
All right, let's do it.
See you, babe.
Bye.
All right, see you, Renee.
So this is where it all began, Walker Middle School, in the heart of Edgewater, or as I like to call it, the Edge.
I like it.
Probably the most exciting outcome would have to be that when we began in 2004, 65% of the kids in this community graduated from high school. We now are at 98% that have graduated.
Wow.
But what's even more exciting is this. We have 28 kids that have gone on to or graduated or are in college right now.
Wow.
19 with academic scholarships, and about half of those were full ride scholarships.
Wow.
There's been so many impressive things going on in this community, and the whole community has changed, and it's continuing to change. I got some more statistics. Can I throw those at you?
Oh man, I have to run. I have to catch my bus, or they're gonna leave me behind.
Hey, before you go, I have to tell you this. I need to thank you and SLF for everything that you guys have done for Dream Center. Dream Center legitimately would not be here if it wasn't for the support of SLF. Thank you.
Craig, it is a pleasure. We love supporting this. I want to hear more stories, but I got to catch my bus, so see you later.
See you.
I didn't know if I was going to catch the bus. Oh, well, now we're here. So, Dream Center has been an unbelievable Can Center partner ever since the beginning. And so, in fact, tonight, we're honored to have on our bus tour Dream Center alumni right back there. And so I'd like to ask you to please stand and let us honor you. And while we're thanking some folks, how about West Salem Baptist Church, which provides the Nuestra Casa house for the Dream Center and the kids? So a Can Center, as we like to call them, is built around one simple relational idea. A church community opens up their hearts to their surrounding neighborhood in order to provide safety, love, mentoring, and empowerment through a variety of different partnerships. The result is also very simple and very powerful. Churches and neighborhoods alike are transformed as congregations get to practice what they preach through faithful servanthood. There's a lot of math that goes into calculating the effectiveness of a Can Center, including things like volunteer hours, in-kind donation, the availability of building spaces such as gyms, classrooms, and kitchens. You can notice the graphic behind me kind of gives some of those details. But what I want to do is draw your attention to a simple number. It's our return on investment number. When it's all said and done, we are able to leverage $10 for every $1 that is donated to SLF in support of Can Centers. And it's a good thing. I want you to think very practically about that just for a moment. When one church community decides to fully invest into transforming their neighborhood and partners with SLF, the result is literally tenfold. Lives are changed, churches are renewed, and communities are transformed. Well, it's been my honor to get to share with you a little bit about Dream Center. And like Sam said earlier, it's time to hear the rest of that story on the medical clinic. So Sam, it's back to you.